Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Yes, I am getting on here at a crazy, crazy hour, but I have the day off because Dave had today as a holiday and we could get a bunch of things done, and we've just gotten home. We got a lot accomplished this morning, a lot. I needed a new microwave, I got that. I needed a new range hood, I got that. We needed some new chairs for outdoors on the patio and out on the deck. I got those. And I managed to get groceries too. And we've got some other great ideas. Looked at a lot of grills today. Haven't bought yet. Still kind of wondering what we're going to do there. Thinking we're leaning a direction, but we've got to wait and see. So guys, if you're getting on here with me live, if you can see a red live up in the corner, that means you're on here with me live. Dave's helping put groceries away, and I'm kind of doing the same thing, so I'm going to kind of talk and work here at the same time. But if you're getting on here with me live, just type live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're catching me later on and it says was live up there, you're catching the replay, and that is wonderful and fantastic too. You can type replay in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from too. My name's Jan. I live in southeast Nebraska, and I love sharing all things that we do in our life, low carb to keto, and just a lot about, the things that we do. I share recipes, all kinds of information in another group. It's another page separate from my page here on Facebook. It's called Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. If you're not in that group, but maybe you'd be curious to see what it's like to live a low-carb lifestyle, need some recipes, need some ideas, hey, Bridget, those types of things, feel free to drop a group in the comments. I'll get you a link that you can tap and get over there to request to join, or feel free to search it yourself and just get right in there, okay? So, like I said, we're just getting home. I'm fixing my afternoon wonderful pink punch. Yes, yes, yes. I love this stuff. Don't go a day without it. Well, I shouldn't say that. I like to switch things up. Hi, Melanie. So, but this stuff right here has been life-changing. Dave loves it. I think that must be the powder I was seeing. Dave loves it daily. He takes it to work with him, actually. But it's changed our lives, guys. Big energy boost, mental focus, some appetite suppression if you're needing a little weight loss. Hey, Paula. So anyway, but as you know, if you've been following me, if you're new to following me, please just drop new in the comments and I'll give you a warm welcome. But if you've been following me for a while, you might know that I am trying to get a sourdough thing going where I'm hoping that, maybe it's going to be a little better settling with Dave's numbers for his diabetes than what we do have. Anyway, so I have been on this quest with starting some sourdough starter, and it's been very slow. Well, I've come to find out, I have something in my drink. I think it's pepper floating in there. Okay, all right. Lose your train of thought here over a piece of pepper in the drink. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Hey, Terry. So, like I was saying, the sourdough, it was taking forever. And about 2 weeks in, I went, you know what? I don't think my kitchen is warm enough. They say that it likes to be near that 80-degree mark. Well, my house is never 80 degrees. So I have been putting it in my oven with the oven light on. Okay? And since I have started doing that, it's really taken off. Now, if you guys do sourdough, or if you know anybody that does sourdough, if you don't, if you share this video, that will help me find somebody who's into sourdough. But yesterday we had a near catastrophe. My kids were around. One of them wanted to bake something, and they came and started the oven, and I had my sourdough starter in there with just the light on. Now, I can tell you, this is how I keep it in my oven. So it's in, because evidently it doesn't like light, and then it needs the warmth. So I keep it in my oven all wrapped up. Well, it's got kind of a plastic lid, even though it's got glass down here. And I'm telling you what, today might be the day. It's really taken off. And at 3 o'clock, it'll be 6 hours. And I think I've got sourdough starter that's about ready to bake sourdough bread. But here's my dilemma, folks. I can't keep putting this in the oven. Dave and I haven't had a couple of close calls, and yesterday the oven actually got turned on with just this sitting in there. So, I need to know. I have seen that there might possibly be something that is like a warmer for sourdough that I can keep that in, that will keep it warm, it keeps it dark. And if anybody out there has used one, I need to know what you're using and how well it works. How does it work? Does it sit on the countertop? I can't find a ton of information about them, but like I said, yesterday was near catastrophe. The oven got started. It was preheated to about 150 when I snagged that out of there. So I was thankful that I got it out in time, but I've got to shift gears here. I've got to figure something else out. So I am looking for any kind of input. So if you know sourdough people, or if you have made sourdough yourself, how did you keep it warm enough? Because like I said, it says the warmer the better. My kitchen is typically around 70 degrees. Now that's the very low end of where they want you to keep it. So I'd like to do upwards to that 80 mark, but I don't want to keep my kitchen 80 degrees all summer long. I don't think I could. I would croak of a heat stroke. But that's what I'm needing to know. So guys, I'm open. You use a heating pad and cover with a small towel. So do you leave it on the heating pad 24 hours? My bread box sits here on my counter. I don't think it's going to be any warmer, Marta. Thanks so much for suggesting that. But I have seen these guys, and a heating pad, I'm thinking, is kind of similar to what this warming thing is. And it looks to me like it almost looks like a soft-sided cooler, what I could see of it. And then it had like a zipper lid. I don't know. If anybody out there has used one, please let me know what you're using. How does it work? Do you leave it sit on your countertop? Because now I'm curious about, where do you keep your heating pad? I mean, do you keep it in your kitchen, or do you take your bread somewhere else?
To your bedroom with you.
And Dave says, take it to the bedroom with you. I'm curious, okay? So you can message me if you don't want to put it on here. You can put it in a private message and send it to me. But that is a great idea. I never thought about that. But if anybody else knows of anything out there, I'd be grateful to understand and try to figure it out. Like I said, I did that this morning at about 9 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 3 o'clock is 6 hours. Now, the lady that I'm following said if it's got lots of bubbles in 6 hours, you're ready to make sourdough starter. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to be doing that. And I'm excited about it. Super excited. And then once this has really taken off, like I said, since I've been keeping it warmer, I could really see every day a difference. Up until then, it was very, very slow. So for that, I'm excited. So that's kind of all I have for questions, guys. But please pass this on if you would. If you want to be in the group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, that's where I share tons of information, lots of recipes, lots of things that I have going on over there. You know, tonight we're doing chicken for supper. Can't remember what else. I'm thinking maybe I've got about a half a head of cabbage in the fridge that needs to be used up. So I might do some cabbage steaks out on the grill with the chicken tonight. That sounds kind of good. Season up some cabbage and have that. And yeah, so we've got a few more projects we're working on around here. Thank you, dear. And this afternoon, while I have time off, it's a gorgeous day here in Nebraska, not going to lie. And to get me on through the day, I have my pink punch that is going to push me through. Dave, I saw, just mixed his up too. So we're going to conquer the rest of the day. Thank you, Terry. I would appreciate that. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. If you need information about this wonderful stuff, thank you, Yvonne. I appreciate that. If you need any information about this stuff that's helped us keep our appetite down, keep our energy up, and hey, Lee, and Dave's down 90 plus pounds with the help of the products that we use. I'm down 50, so amazing stuff. Drop info in the comments. I'll get back to you about that too. Okay, so enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I appreciate everybody who takes time out of their day to stop in and say hello and listen to me gab. And you know what? I'm going to be doing a lot of gardening and different things like that coming up. So keep on board if you're interested about those types of things too. So, guys, that's all I got. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we will chat with you all later, okay? Just remember to smile. Pass that smile on, okay? See you later, guys. Bye.